Hello! Oh my gosh, you guys, it's been forever. Thank you so much for hopping on. Thank you if you've subscribed and you're new. I hopped on and I saw there were some newbies that subscribed to my channel. Once again, thanks for all the love, the likes, the comments, sharing. I so appreciate it. I haven't been on here for like 6 months because I've just been coming from a place of working on like myself and my mental state and my well-being and trying to get a couple health things under control. So I just really wasn't in this space to create because I was just trying to get everything honestly like somewhat under control with my mind, my body, my soul. So thankful and grateful to be back on here. I'm so excited. I have tons of content I want to share with you coming from a place of like love and within, and hoping that the content I share helps you in some way, shape, or form. Okay, so today I want to talk about one of the main factors as to why like my body's been like a yo-yo this year. And so for those of you who follow me on social media or who have watched any of my videos, especially this time last year, are aware that I was really struggling with depression to the point where I was like, I really need to seek a facility for help. Like, I don't know how to feel better anymore or how to even like get out of my room half the days. Like it's just such a struggle. And, going through that and experiencing that firsthand, it's an awful thing. And number one, I just want to throw this out. If you're going through that, you're definitely not alone. And I'm really excited to announce that I've actually partnered with a nonprofit group. They're a social media based awareness brand, and they are the Commit Campaign. Follow them at the Commit Campaign on Instagram. They're also on Facebook. They are helping bring awareness to mental health, to mental illness, to change the stigma around it, to change, someone saying commit suicide, it's death by suicide. So really making people aware of what it is and the details and how to seek help. They offer services. So you guys check it out. It's amazing. I'm really excited to share more with you about it in the near future, but I have partnered up with them. It's been a blessing. I'm so excited to be working with them because it is something that's very near and dear to my heart. So yes, at the Commit Campaign. Okay. Commit Campaign online, Instagram, Facebook. Check it out. The Commit Campaign. I'll also put their website in the comments below, okay? So, I was going through all of that, and then at the same time, I decided I was just going to get off of birth control. So this is what this video is about. It's about birth control. So if you're on here and you're like, whoa, what? The BC word? I don't know. Is it like taboo? It's not. I just feel like it's one of these things people don't talk about the same way that like people really don't talk about depression, or they really don't talk about having like these crazy thoughts like when you're going through depression, or like they really don't talk about leaving a business and failing, and they really don't talk about like real life shit. Well, that's why I'm here. Okay, the videos aren't glamorous, as you can see. I use a freaking selfie ring and my cell phone, but I'm on here to deliver freaking content and to just connect and to tell you you're not alone. So that's where we're going with this. We're going to talk about birth control today, so welcome. Hi, if this is your first video watching me and you've subscribed, you're in for a treat, okay? So I decided to get off of birth control a year ago. And so some of you are probably thinking, like, why did you get off birth control? And I'm sure a lot of you who know me are probably cheering because you think CJ and I are going to have a baby, and that's not the case. That's not why I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. It'll be 11 years in April. Holy smokes. But that's not why I got off birth control, right? I got off of it simply because of my lifestyle. So I believe that food is fuel for your body. I believe that you can cure most anything through eating good and working out and taking care of yourself. And I'm the type of person that doesn't even pop an Advil, okay? I don't do any of that stuff. I really stay away from prescription. Now, am I hating on the pharmaceutical industry? Am I saying doctors are awful? Because I know when you get into this, territory here, people will start throwing crazy accusations. No, I'm not. I'm just saying my personal choice and what works well with my body is eliminating all of that stuff, and I just stick to like nature, okay? what nature produces. I'm not trying to like pop synthetic stuff. But anyways, so birth control, as you know, or you may not know, because this is going to sound totally fucking insane, but I didn't know birth control gave you synthetic hormones. Well, like, duh. But I thought, like, maybe it was, like, my actual hormones working with the medicine. And no, it, like, shuts off your hormones, from what I've read. Once again, not a doctor, okay? Not giving medical advice. Telling you what I've read and telling you my experience here. So, like, shuts down the hormones. And then, like, synthetic hormones are, like, put in your body. So it was the last thing that I was on that wasn't natural. So I just wanted to get off of it. And I was also going through a really bad depression and had a lot of other things going on there. Well, you know, birth control was like added hormones, removing hormones. So just to say I was just a mess on top of everything else. And that's why you really haven't seen me on here last year. I've been trying to figure my stuff out. Mind, body, soul. We're good now. I figured it out. But holy smokes, has it been a crazy ride. And I just want to say thank you, CJ, for not leaving my crazy ass. But man, you guys, it's tough. And it's tough being a girl. And I'm not on here like, oh, man. But it is. Like, having to be on all this extra crap. It's so sucky. We need to come up with another solution. Anyways, so, I got off of the pill. And I was just a wreck. Like, I didn't even know who I was anymore. Like, I was not myself. Okay? I was not myself. Everything. Like, it was awful. I was, like, my depression was worse. Like, everything just down. Like, I didn't want it. It was all bad. It was all bad. Like, there was no good that came off of me getting off of birth control. 2 months later, I broke out in not just acne, but cystic acne. And for those of you who have ever had that, I sympathize. It is painful. Like, to go like this hurt. It hurt because it was so deep in my skin. And this is coming from someone, I've never had a zit. I used to get compliments all the time on how gorgeous and beautiful and flawless my skin was. And this last year, I'll tell you what, no one's commented on that. And I'm still dealing with it today. It's now clearing up. But let me show you. It's done some pretty bad scarring. I've got a lot of makeup on. And I'm on here to share with you guys, so I'll share with you. It's not as bad. It's gone down. But this is what I've been dealing with all year. And I've seen so many different people to help me treat it. It's a lot better than it used to be. Let me tell you, before it was like, I mean, just like lumps. And my face was so inflamed too. So caused all of that. I found multiple articles of like other girls who've gotten off of it who had the same problem, right? So I'm like, holy crap. Because it's like filling your body with synthetic hormones and then you get off of it and then your body's actual hormones go crazy. And then I felt like almost like I was going through puberty. Like what I should have gone through at 16 is now what I'm going through at 26. And it's just like mind-blowing. It was just a mind-blowing experience. I'm like, holy fuck. And then part of me was like, thank God I didn't go through this in high school because, oh, damn. So I dealt with that. My whole body was inflamed. And I started having like just weird like food allergies, like all of a sudden, right? And there's a lot of different factors that play into this. As you get older, you do, and your body's more, you know, prone to certain foods and not favorable to certain foods, and your food and what you're allergic to changes every couple of months, okay? But I was constantly inflamed. Like, I was just swollen. And it didn't matter how much I worked out or how little I ate or the fact that I literally just eat salads and fruit and quinoa and like very healthy, clean foods. I could not lose weight. I was almost bigger and I was constantly inflamed. And I would eat that no matter what I ate. My stomach looked like I was 8 months pregnant. It was distended. It was hard as a rock. I could really see it mostly in my face. My face is still a little swollen. It's gone down a lot though. But it was just inflamed, my whole body. And I hurt and I felt bloated and it was just everywhere I hurt. And I was like, what is going on? God, please help me. So after reading lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of different articles online, once again, not a doctor, but after reading online, thank you Google, I really found out that a lot of how I was feeling and how my body was reacting and the acne and all of this was caused from getting off of the pill. And so it goes one way or another. One of my really good friends, she got off of it. She like dropped 10 pounds the first week. She doesn't have acne. She doesn't have inflammation, whatever. So everyone's body's different, okay? So I'm not on here saying I'm pro birth control or not birth control. I'm just getting on here to share with you my experience of being on it. And maybe you've gone through this. Well, sister, you're not alone. You're not alone. And number one, okay, while we're on this topic, we need to have like a birth control class for girls. Like, there should be a mandatory class when you're like in 8th grade or 9th grade that you learn about birth control and what it actually does to your body. Because I'll tell you what, as crazy as this sounds, I didn't realize that it was like putting fake hormones in my body. I thought it was like working with my hormones. And I didn't really realize all of the risks. Like when you're 15, I got on it when I was 15, like I don't know about any of that stuff. And now I look back and think, damn, I've probably done a lot of damage. And my body's to the point now where you guys just got back on it a week ago because I couldn't function. Like, I couldn't stand to feel the way I was feeling for much longer. And I've done so much testing and so much work and seen doctors and nutritionists and naturopaths this last year, like just running my head into the wall trying to figure out what's going on. And I realized that my body doesn't know how to like not respond without it because it's been on it for 10 years, you guys. Right? So I get back on it. Immediately I feel like I'm back to normal. Like my hormones and everything are leveled out. I don't feel so crazy. I feel like myself again. I look in the mirror and go, oh, there you are. Where have you been the last year? My inflammation is down so much. I mean, I'm still a little inflamed, but it's not bad. And my acne has gone down tremendously. And I haven't been having any issues with my stomach descending, oddly enough. So I got back on it. I got the generic brand of Yaz, and I know people will probably freak out below because there's commercials on how it gives you blood clots and whatever, but any birth control you take, there's risks with it. But the reason I got back on it, and number one, it's the only birth control that I've ever been able to be on before that doesn't cause me to like just go psycho, because it's hormones, you guys. And like, not even saying that in like a disrespectful way towards us girls, because we're the ones, unfortunately, that have to deal with all this crazy stuff. But just coming from a space of like, that's literally what it does to your body. Like, it just throws everything off. It's like all these different imbalances, and it's adding and taking away and suppressing hormones. Like, of course you feel crazy sometimes, you know? So, yeah, so I just wanted to share my experience with you guys. I'm back on it. I'm on, like I said, the generic brand of it. And I'm feeling a lot better. And so, for those of you wondering, where the heck is Jillian been? Like I said, I've just been trying to get like my mind, body, and soul in a good place, and like my body back to where I can function and run at the rate that I used to run at. Not that I want to completely deplete myself, because I've learned to have more of like a healthy balance with things, but to just really feel good and not constantly feel like bloated and achy and swollen, because that's not a fun feeling. And so from my personal experience and what I have gone through, a lot of it was caused from getting off of birth control and just my body trying to naturally function. It just struggles. And, you know, even since I've been off it, just having like a normal period is like near impossible. So, yeah, I just wanted to hop on here and share with you guys my experience being on it and then being off of it and then getting back on it. Just know that no matter what form you choose, or whether you're on it or you're not on it, I don't think any differently. And I'm not, you know, opposed to not being on it or opposed to being on it. It's just like whatever works best for your body. And you just have to learn to listen to the different signals. That's like my number one lesson this last year is like, you know, do as much research as you can. Go and see different doctors. And like, I've seen so many different doctors, and more like naturopath and healing and like doing different things to help me. And like, I just went off of like what felt good for me and who I vibed with. And you really have to be like your own investigator when you go through these things, and know that, you know, there's a lot of different factors. So not only was it the birth control, but it was like my body running at the rate it was running for 4 years, never turning off. And so it just all slammed and hit me at once. And getting off of that in the like hindsight or long sight, whatever it is, I don't know. It was probably like one of the worst things I can do, but it taught me a lot, and I've grown in ways that I never thought I could possibly grow in. And I've gone through different things that I thought I'd never have to go through, but here I am. And I know that I go through these things so I can share it with you guys. So I love you so much. I have to go. I have 10 seconds to finish this up. Thank you so much for hopping on. I'm really excited to share more exciting content coming soon. Love you guys. Have a great day or night. Bye-bye.